thank you for everyone who came out today. I much appreciate it. And, I really do. We was here 11 months ago, as you said, with Vladimir Klitschko. Unbelievable experience. And I really highly respect Klitschko in his retirement. And he put up a great performance. Every fight's been a learning fight. And every camp has been a learning camp as well. So in terms of what I learned from the Vladimir Klitschko fight is I shouldn't use training camp to get fit. I approached training camp in good condition, and I took everything I didn't know then and I know now into this training camp, and I'll use this training camp to work solely on my technique and my ability rather than using it to get fit and prepare for 12 rounds.
Of course, you've appeared at the Principality before, late change, 10 days notice, in came Carlos Takam. How difficult was that? And how would you grade that performance and maybe what you need to do on Saturday after it?
Big respect to Carlos Takam. He's a good competitor. You know, he was preparing for a fight a week after I fought at Principality Stadium, so he was fit, he was game. So Pulev is around, let's say, 6 foot something, and then Takam's around 5 foot, or let's say around 6 foot. So someone who was a lot shorter, but my trainer, Rob McCracken, has prepared me from day one for like 12 round fights and long range fighting and inside fighting. So when it came to boxing Carlos Takam, I thought it's fine. Even though he's shorter than me, I'll meet him with uppercuts, left hooks and so on. And yeah, you can see Carlos is in great shape when I boxed him. And I wanted to control Takam from round 1 to whatever round it went to, because I knew that there was going to be a big 2018 on the horizon, providing I just took my time and didn't make any mistakes. So that's how I approached that fight, and that's why we're here now.
I asked Joseph whether he thought the timing was right for this one. Do you believe this for you against Joseph Parker in this unification has come at exactly the right time in your career?
I don't know. I feel like every fight's a blessing. You know, whether it's Joseph Parker sitting here or X sitting here, I feel like every fight's a blessing, and every fight will have reason in the long run. Do you know where I'm coming from? So yeah, it's Parker, that's the reality of things, and it's a blessing. He's a champion, he's done well for himself, and he's someone who will add something to my life journey, you know what I mean? So I'm looking forward to Saturday, and it will all be over Sunday, and I'll look back and learn from it and move forward.
What dangers does Joseph Parker bring to the ring? What do you see that he does differently to the 20 opponents before?
I could say the simple thing is he's got 2 arms, you know, and so on and so forth. But in terms of his attributes, as everyone says, he's quick and he can take a punch. But that's what I've heard, and I'm going to repeat what people have been saying. But yeah, he's quick and he can take a punch.
Have you trained differently? You are going to come in a bit lighter, I think. Maybe
when we said that last time, I came in my career heaviest. But you know what it is? Your weight has to determine who you fight. There's no, weight category for heavyweights. So if I'm fighting someone a lot taller, a lot bigger, maybe I might come in lighter so I can move a lot more. If I'm fighting someone who's shorter, more stocky, I might come in a bit heavier so I can sit on their chest. So I don't know what my weight will be, because it's a blessing being a heavyweight. I haven't got to worry about that. But I do know for sure that I feel great, and not only physically, a long time. Well, let's say I've been boxing amateur and professional for 10 years now altogether. So a long time I had to rely on, my strength, my physicality, and so on and so forth. But over the 10 years, I've built, a lot of mental strength as well. And now I'm combining the two. I feel confident, and I really do look forward to the challenge.
The blue ribbon heavyweight division has never been more exciting. We saw Dillian White on Saturday. Of course, there's Deontay Wilder out there, Tyson Fury talking almost every single day. Is there any danger of looking past Joseph Parker to what lies ahead, or is it just literally, as you always say, a fight at a time?
Oh, 1000%, one fight at a time. A lot of talk has been happening as if, AJ, Deontay or whatnot, and I'm like, people need to be realistic. I'm looking at Joseph Parker, who's a lively challenger, champion for a reason. Let's say we can look at the crystal ball, and God willing, I've added a lot of prayers to this camp, and I do become victorious, then we can start talking about future plans. But for now, my future stops on Saturday, you know, and that's where I've got to look to, and not really beyond that moment.
Is there ever a fear, a worry of losing?
Yeah, definitely, because it keeps me going. I don't want to lose because, you know, it's little things like people thought that I walked out on the New Zealand, what are they, press people? But that wasn't the case as such. It was because I was there from 10:30 in the morning till 5, and I had to be back in the gym at 6:30 to train, and I hadn't eaten. So it wouldn't have mattered if it was an African press, the Chinese press, or the Russian or New Zealand press. It was just that I told my PR team, that, can I make a move now, because I've got to be back in an hour and a half, and do they mind waiting? And then when I return and I get ready, we can conduct the interview. But, you know, they didn't want to wait, so I said, look, with all due respect, I have to focus on my training. So the fear of losing is that unless I take care of my business, no one's going to want to interview me anyway. So I have to make sure I stay focused on the job at task, and that's the fear of losing, because it keeps me motivated, and I just know how the tables can turn quickly. 1 minute you're the man, and the next minute you're not.
I think there's respect and professionalism from both sides. Final question, Anthony, do you knock Joseph Parker out on Saturday night and take this WBO title in the journey towards unification fully?
So you've got two sides of it. I'm definitely preparing for a 12-round fight, 110%, which isn't a problem to go the distance. But let's say I've got 20 quid in my pocket, and I'm looking at Joseph Parker and Joshua. I believe Andy Joshua, myself, and not Joseph Parker out for sure.
In the UK, everything in your mind has gone according to plan?
Well, firstly, it's great to be here. We've had a great build-up to this mega fight. We've had a tremendous camp. We've had some great sparring sessions. Had a lot of pain, but we enjoyed it. We loved it. We embraced it. I'm looking forward to putting on the best display on March 31. I'm looking forward to putting on the best, the best Joseph Parker there is. I feel ready. I feel confident. I feel sharp. My movement is better than ever. Now I'm taking those belts back to New Zealand and Samoa.
You've been watching Anthony Joshua for a long time, studying him, the strengths, the weaknesses. How do you assess him as a fighter?
I see him as a great champion. The reason why we wanted this fight is because we respect him. We respect what he's achieved in the boxing world. We respect his team and what they've been able to achieve on this side of the world. And we love challenges. And we see him as a big challenge, which is the reason why we want to fight him. And I think, we both have weaknesses, we both have strengths. And it's whoever's going to put on the best display on fight night.
You've got the whole of Samoa and New Zealand behind you, but why do you believe you're going to be victorious? What's different about you than all the other opponents that Joshua has faced?
I feel it's my time. I'm young, I'm fast, I'm strong, and I'm determined to win. I'm not here to put on a show or for payday. I'm here to take these belts back. I'm here to be part of history, and I'm not doing it just for myself. I'm doing it for my team, my family, and my country.
And you feel this opportunity has come at the perfect time for you?
The best time. He's at his best, I'm at my best. There's going to be no excuses after this. Whoever wins is the best man on the day.
And you'll lap up the big stage and the thousands cheering AJ on?
I mean, there's going to be a lot of people cheering us on. I have a lot of family members out here, a lot of supporters. So, no, we're going to be hearing them cheer for us on fight night.
Will you knock out Anthony Joshua?
I'm going to beat him. I haven't decided how I want to beat him yet. I don't know if it's a knockout or if it's points or decision. I'll see how I feel on fight night.
But you're going to be undefeated and going home with all the belts in front of us today.
100%. These are mine.